hit that like button just like Tyson.
Hey, look, check this out.
Brother of local rapper Lil Durk is dead after shooting at a club in Harvey this weekend. A police officer also injured.
Club O is quiet this evening, but police say there was a chaotic scene at the strip club early Sunday morning. Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Dante Banks was killed when he was shot in the head. Is also a rapper who performed as D-Thang. Shortly before Banks was shot, about 500 feet away, police say Officer E. Muhammad heard gunshots and saw someone with a gun at the club. There was some sort of altercation and the officer was shot in the thigh. Around 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, about 2 hours after the shooting at the club, there was another fatal shooting. Police tell me this one happened on West 55th Street, where 39-year-old Seneca Price was killed. We are still looking for more information on that shooting, but right now police say no one is in custody for any of these shootings over the weekend.
So that happened Saturday night, early Sunday morning. We was in Chicago. And, you know, we heard lots of gunshots when we were down there. Also, we found out that a young 11-year-old girl was shot and was in critical condition at that time.
Man, I think it's that there's a certain level of acceptance in the way the world is, to me, that I try to accept. Not to say that this is okay, but for me to expect that this and even worse things would happen in the world, my expectations ain't that high. So when I hear it, it's sad, but then I go, yep, that's what we do to each other, man. That's what people do to each other, man. It's just what it is. The only thing I can really do or advise that other people do is to arm themselves and be a loving person, man. Do both things, man.
Nutty, can you come in on the back end of that?
I mean, he said it, bro. It's like, it's sad. It's tragic. Like, I hate, especially when these boys get all of this fame and this fortune and squander it. And like, you know, but at the same time, this is what happens. And look where they at. They call it Chirac, man. That's for a reason. That's what they do, you know?
Well, you know what? I just want to say my condolences to the Banks family, especially Big Durk, as him being an influence to me as a young child, you know what I'm saying, coming up. And I want to say the same thing to Lil Durk. They say it's a curse of Lil Durk.
Well, it's sad and tragic that the man lost his life. But like I say, you can't make music based on negativity, talking about you smoking a pack of somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because that's somebody else's family. And I would encourage every other rapper to understand that you cannot make your living off of disrespecting those who have passed away. And it's sad because we cannot enjoy ourselves without bringing violence to each other. And by being the summertime, you have to understand that sometimes at night that there's children outside playing. And there's no telling what may happen when you discharge a firearm. I love my people, man. It's just sad.
You speak nothing but the truth, bro. You speak nothing but the truth. Jamie, what you think about Lil Durk's brother being killed in Chicago?
I guess I'm one of those people that I feel like every situation has a turning point. So I don't know what led up to the conflict or to the situation. So that's not going to be reported on the news. You know what I'm saying? You see the death, and there be investigations and or whatever, arrest or whatever. You know what I'm saying, or not. So that's what we're going to see. But leading up to this, that more than likely there have been conflicts or communication issues between someone and someone else, and it escalates and it escalates again. So leading up into these events, there's always several decisions that somebody has to make for it to get here. You know what I'm saying? This didn't happen. I'm in Jackson, Mississippi. You know, it's a violent place, but every situation, when they look back, there are decisions were made. Decisions were made to continue down this certain path. I hate to see loss of life, especially with somebody, young black man, probably got kids, family, stuff like that. But I think it's like I said, my whole thing is communication, and I think that somewhere along the lines, I wish certain decisions had been made different. and a lot of these a lot of these deaths could be avoided.
Mhm.
Right. Hey, Nutty, the curse of Lil Durk. What is that?
I have no clue. Why would they say that boy cursed?
Because he loses a lot of people around him. They're saying that he's actually sacrificing people for the Illuminati.
If that's the case, then you cursed. I'm cursed. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all lose people around us. It's like that's bad. That's bad PR. That's just people saying anything, bro. And I don't listen to anything. So I don't think that boy cursed. He live in Chicago. Like that's what happens in Chicago. A lot of people live, a lot of people die. It depends on what situation you put yourself in. If you want to be in a negative situation, then you're gonna have a negative outcome. If you want to be in a positive situation, you're gonna have a positive outcome. See, like that city is the best of the best and the worst of the worst. We got some of the greatest hospitals, the greatest doctors, the greatest schools, but we got some of the worst ghettos in the world there. So it's like what you want.
Wow.
He can't be cursed. It's just his environment. That's like no one's cursed, man. That's bullshit.
There's violence every day. You wake up not knowing if today will be your last day of breathing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, anytime you step out the door, as in general, as in life, anything could happen. But it's supercharged there in Chicago. And I don't know what it is that pushes us to this level. Some people blame it on the heat. Some say it's just the way the neighborhood is at this point. But I mean, I would really love to pick the brain of today's youth and find out exactly what's going on that actually drives this type of behavior right now.